Hello. We are live with 𝐒𝐞𝐿 tonight. All right, so tonight's topic of conversation is gratitude, the secret to transforming your mindset. So tonight I am joined by my business partner, Tay, and we both will be here talking a little bit about gratitude and how that helps us with our growing business. And Tay, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. 안녕하세요. Thank you for having me here, Punya. I'm super excited to talk about this topic. It's something that has helped transform my life. So I am super excited. And for all of you who don't know me, my name is Tay. I am a business coach in this business, and I am mom, a wife, and a full-time digital business owner. So yeah.
Thank you for being here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Am I lagging?
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh,
okay. Technology, I don't know. Sometimes my internet is like this, but hopefully it'll withstand.
okay. Well, you can start off our live tonight.
Yes, I can do that. I hope I'm not lagging too bad. Uh, but I will try my very best because, with technology, we can't live with them, but we can't live without them either. So bear with us while we go through this, and hopefully I'm grateful. I'm just grateful for the internet because I get to uh, run my business from home, and I'm gonna look funny because I feel like I'm frozen.
Yeah, let's try moving you and bringing you back and see if that works. Okay, try talking now.
Is this a little better?
Oh no, it's worse.
It's
You
worse.
can try turning your camera off for a little bit and then let's see if that works.
All right.
Sometimes I know that whenever I go in and out, it works.
Can you hear me? Is there a lag?
N- No, because your speaker is bouncing when you talk.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So I guess tonight is my turn to come on without a picture.
Yes.
Anyways, let's carry on. The show must go on, okay?
Mhm.
So, hello everyone, welcome, and I was so excited to have you here. This topic has been life changing, and I please drop a hi, right, or an emoji hi in the comments so that we know you stopped by. And if you're watching the replay, also make sure you drop a comment saying replay or hi so that we know you stopped by too. And we'd love to see how far our lives have gone so that we can just see how far it's traveled. So let me just start by saying that today we're going to be talking about something very powerful but simple, and gratitude, right? Something that we don't really think about. And this is something that has personally helped me. And I think I can say help both of us on this panel in so many ways. And tonight, let's start by, um, let's let's start by just talking about gratitude, right? What is gratitude? Gratitude, because big or small, if you are grateful for something, it doesn't have to be big, right? If you ask me if I was a grateful person like 5 years ago, I would be like, yes, definitely I am. I would say thank you when somebody opens the door for me, or thank you when somebody gives me something. But now that I know more about gratitude, I was not that grateful before because I really, honestly, to be quite honest, I wasn't thankful for everything that was around me. And to be quite honest, too, I was scared to count my blessings. Because growing up, I don't know where I heard it from, but like I heard somebody say that if you count your blessings, the more you count, the less you get. right? And so it really plays into a role of like our environment influences us too. And so for me, I remember, like for a time when I was feeling really stuck. And when you're stuck, you keep focusing on things that go wrong all the time. But the moment I started practicing gratitude, I have to tell you how powerful it is. Even if it's the smallest thing, my whole perspective changed. And guess what? Things actually started getting better for me. And I started being grateful for like the smallest little thing, even the little ants, the mosquitoes that bite you, that's itchy, right? Because without them, part of there is a missing part of the ecosystem, right? So I started being grateful for everything. And honestly, what does gratitude really mean, right? A little about what gratitude means, right? Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you when someone holds the door for you. It's a mindset. It's about choosing to focus on what's good, even when things aren't perfect, okay? And let's really, really be real and honest here, because I will tell you that life is never perfect, okay? And it doesn't mean to ignore the struggles that we go through or the pains in our life. It means shifting, somehow shifting on how we see them instead of why it's happening, right? Why is this happening to me? Because when something goes wrong, we always say, why is this happening to me? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Right? So instead of why is this happening to me? Try asking, what is this teaching me? What about you, Panya? How's gratitude change you, or when did you realize that gratitude is transforming you?
Yeah, I think I could relate to what you were saying. When we grow up, we think that opening the door or holding the door open for others, or thanking those that hold the door open for us, or when we receive things from others, like around us, we say thank you or please or and stuff like that. And that was considered gratitude. And I didn't know much about the in-depth part of gratitude as well until I started our online business and until I read the magic book. And then that's when it started telling you more about, the abundance of different styles of gratitude that can be received or can be obtained or learned about. And that was probably about not even a year ago that I started accepting that change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because with this business, like you said, we came in with a different mindset, thinking we knew what gratitude was until we have had that experience with, oh, um, I'm learning something new today and gaining that knowledge. That knowledge is something that connects with being grateful and having that gratitude because we were able to obtain that knowledge, right? So, with that being said, every day is a new day, but on top of that, we had to learn to continue to keep that gratitude momentum going and flowing. So it's been a life not changing yet because I can't speak for others, but for me, it's a life changing Ferris wheel. For me, it's slowly going a little bit at a time versus like a carousel where it's going really really fast. So I'm practicing gratitude along with changing my mindset in the right direction and continuing down that path of having an abundance of gratitude and an abundance of um, being able to carry on that mindset, right? Because it takes practice and it doesn't happen overnight. And I can tell you guys firsthand that it doesn't because I remember at the beginning when it started, it was like, okay, today I'm very grateful, and then I do my great gratitude throughout the day. And then all of a sudden it goes back to me being negative or having that negative mindset throughout the rest of the evening, right? And then, in the evenings is when I get to recap my day again. And then I will talk about it with my husband or with my kids sometimes, obviously at their level. And then that's when I realized, oh, I could have done this better today. And it takes time and it takes practice. And that's something that I think it plays a big role too with the learning knowledge, the abundance that you get to do not only while you're growing as a business owner or you're growing as an individual, it does play a role in someone's life as they continue to find themselves. Because we all know that we don't just wake up one day and realize, oh, I know who I am, I know what I want, and this is the path that I want to be. Very, very small percentage of that. But yes, gratitude does play, for me right now, it does play a key role in shaping my mindset and the way that I am thinking and the way that I'm wanting things to fall in my lap for me, right?
Mm, you're right. You are absolutely right. Gratitude does change our lives, and because it literally, so it makes you feel better, right? It changes your mood and you're grateful, and you're, because sometimes when you're grateful, you can't be miserable, right? Because you see the good in everything. And if you try it, because you're going to see how it changes you too, and it helps you attract more good things into your life, and what you focus on actually grows. And the more you appreciate, the more you receive, and it actually shifts your energy. And have you ever noticed, like, how when you're grateful, things just seem to flow better, right? Like when you wake up in the morning, you say, thank you for a magnificent day, right? And then that day just turns out everything just falls into place. And it's just like, wow, at the end of the day, you're like, wow, everything's so like just flawless today. And it also helps strengthen relationships too, if you really think about it, because when you appreciate the people that is around you and what they do for you, even though like everybody has flaws, right? But you see the good things and you value and you respect that their differences, and then it just deepens the connection. So I just want to give a simple way to practice gratitude, and the best part is it's easy, right? It's easy to do, and no complicated steps, just small shifts in your daily life, right? The morning gratitude checks before you hit the floor, like your feet hit the floor. Say things like, think of the three things that you're grateful for, right? Or say thank you that you have feet, because they're your feet and your legs are your main transportation, right? So really think about your day, set a tone at the beginning of the day, and thank you for everything that happens, right? So yeah, I just want to share that gratitude is not hard to try.
Very true.
Hmm. All right. Well, I just, do you have anything else to say about gratitude, Panya? Because I find that gratitude, even in tough times, the ones, this one's hard but so powerful though, because when things go wrong, you ask yourself, is there something good in this? And just always remembering to see the good in every situation. Like you said, you mentioned the magic book, right? And it could be a lesson, it could be a hidden opportunity, or even just personal growth. For example, like the book The Magic Key, there's a scenario in there where they talked about she talked about how different scenarios of, like, even when you're speeding, right, and you're driving, you're speeding, and you get pulled over, and you get upset at the cop that pulls you over, but really that cop could have saved your life, or could have saved you from harming another life, right? Or could have helped you get home to your family safely, because of that instant moment. If you see that the good of, oh my gosh, thank you for reminding me to slow down, because now I can go home to my family safely, and and other people are safe too, right? Because when you are speeding, you can't get mad at the cop for stopping you, right? If you, well, people do, right? That's because you don't see that. What if that moment was what saved your life, or saved somebody else's life, and then you could have lived with regret for the rest of your life? So gratitude really shifts your mindset that way. And if you practice little by little every day, that's what's going to help you shift that mindset. So anything else you want to add? Yeah.
No, just, like I shared earlier, it takes time and it takes practice because it doesn't happen overnight, and it starts with you. And if you really are ready for change, because even though you might start today and be like, I'm ready for change, and then tomorrow might be a different story because something big might have happened during the day, or you get bad news throughout the day. But no matter what it is, don't let that stop you from continuing down your path of that change that you want, right? And I've learned that firsthand too, is I let that change or that event affect me, and then it played a role in my change on my path. And now that I'm on a path with clear vision and clear mindsets, and I'm ready for change, and I'm ready for an abundance of blessings on top of an abundance of knowledge, that is what helped me to be able to continue to push through to achieve greatness in gratitude and positivity. So it takes time, and it's okay. And I'm one for the road, where I learned from my business partner is that, let it come when when it comes, because versus reaching for something that is so far, even though it may look so close, that things happens for a reason in your life. And if you accept it during that time versus trying to pull it closer to you before it's time, then you'll be able to achieve more and further and greater, with the success of a team to be able to be there to support you versus being on that path alone. So that's what I have about gratitude.
Exactly. I totally agree with you.
Mhm.
But here's our challenge to you, who's watching, or if you're catching the replay later. Uh, Try practicing gratitude for the next 7 days, just 7 days, and see how it changes your mindset. Um, Before we go, I definitely drop a takeaway from today's chat in the comments so that we know that it's been, helpful to you too. And remember that gratitude isn't just a one-time thing; it's actually a daily habit thing. So if you try for that 7 days, you will probably get into the habit of wanting to try it again the next week. It's like a daily habit that can truly transform your life and shift. When you shift that mindset, you will shift everything in your life to be aligned with what you're meant to be or where you're meant to go. So, like they say, gratitude turns what we have into enough. And when you feel like you have enough, that's when you start attracting more. So, thanks for having me here, Panya. And for all of you out there, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thanks for being here. All right, before we end, just want to say thank you to all my viewers for tuning in live or catching the replay later. Until next time, we will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.